All right, what's up, y'all? Back with the review. I previously shot this, and guess what? The audio, for whatever reason, didn't work, or I didn't have my microphone plugged in. So, what I was going through during my previous shoot is the possibilities, actually. So, yesterday was a no trade day, nothing lined up. We just had these large moves down. But what I was trying to highlight in my previous video that I recorded was the fact that there were still some opportunities. So what I had said was, okay, well, we look at this particular price structure and we see breaks. Ooh, where's my pen at? Where's my pen at, y'all? It breaks right here, right? As you can see, we had a push up, push down, push up, right? And then we had this orange line to go ahead and break. And we had a push up, and we had a large push down. And then we did, if we're looking at this, like we said, where did this come from? We could have said, hey, we had a break there. But then ultimately we had another push up, right? And then it broke this structure. And then we saw this orange line, that was a break. And so what would we say? Well, this first move here is MV1. We break down because we're looking for a trade out of this supply zone. And we came into the supply zone. But what happened after that? It just shot down, right? It was, whew, like you hitting trying to hit that 3 point, and then you have that kid that's just way better than you at basketball in high school, and then you shooting that three, he just instantly jumps rejected, trying to shoot that shot, smacks it out your hand, man. That's kind of what happened right here on Bitcoin. So it dropped, but what I was saying was, okay, well, cool. We probably still do have a valid plane here somewhere. And so that's where I highlighted this particular area because this is our first pullback. And we see this pullback. This is definitely a risk entry, but I've taken riskier entries in one. So yeah, as you can see, I was just highlighting the possibilities. And so then we see, okay, well, how far did it go? We could have got a 1 to 4 from that. We could have even got more, but that's the thing. Being able to track your data and get an idea of what's going on in the market and what's possible in the market ultimately over your trading journey will help you continuously recognize patterns that will give you particular risk reward ratios. And as you can see, this risk reward ratio of 4. So that was it for the Bitcoin. Next, we went over to the euro. We said, okay, well, what's the euro looking like? And of course, again, we saw this large break, and I did say the theoretical entry right here on this first pullback. But I mean, if you look at it, it doesn't really give you anything. All right, so if we went like that, the max you're probably going to get out of this is a 1 to 1. Some people go for a 1 to 1, and 1 to 1 is cool for some people, but typically with my strategy, I like to find 1 to 4s minimum. So you don't really see anything, and it just tore through this demand zone where we were expecting to go ahead and take buys from. So that was pretty much it on the euro. Let's go to the Nasdaq. Now Nasdaq, it just it mountain climbed up, right? It was just saying doop doop doop, right? Just mountain climbing. My goodness! It got to the top and it had its parachute, and it was like, tally ho! So that's pretty much what happened there. Here, let me go ahead and change this color. Actually, I think there's better colors that we could use for this. Maybe an orange actually, like the other arrows, huh? It just stands out. It pops more. There we go. Look at that. It just popped. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, again, most of the market was the same yesterday. Most of the market just fell off the cliff. Everybody was saying it was because of CPI data, and so I'll just go with people who are more savvy in the fundamentals department. I just do technicals, and I will only continue to do technicals. It's just the way I like to trade. So, yeah, with oil, we looked at it again too, right? We saw it come up into the zone, double MB, but that's a very, very wide zone. So we probably would zoom in like 15 seconds and find something probably in here. Now, again, I didn't take this as just the art of the possibility, right? So we probably find something in here like this to be, if we're looking at it just eyeballing it right now. And let's see what that possibility was. What did it give? Yeah, I mean, give 1 to 5. And what am I looking at in here? I'm seeing on the 1 minute, right? If I was to zoom in here, I could see some Wyckoff here. So this could be find climax, ST, ST and B, right? Break a structure, and we break up again, and then we come up, right? Highs, liquidating highs, and then we break down, right? Boom. After we break down there, okay, well, what do we see? NB1, and I don't have to go down to the here, but let me show you anyways. I'm gonna show you on the 15-second what it looks like. I mean, and theoretically, after we saw this break, we saw this NB1, and we could even look at the price structure in here. So we have a push down, push up, push down, push up, push down, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we break down, boom, right? Break down. And then right here, right? That would be a sell stop in there, right? So what we do, we pull this back up to here, stop above this high to be safe. Yeah, stop above that high to be safe. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this probably could have came close. And this is, again, these are just risk entries that I'm talking about here. But as you can see on the 15-second, I mean, if I was looking at this and I was focused on it and I was trying to super scalp, you still do have a pretty decent move. So let me just pull this up here, see if we can get to 1 to 4. All right, go ahead and close this out. Hit yes. Let's go to the current. So let's zoom out. And yeah, so that's the power I've seen in lower time frames. And there you go, 1 to 8. So if you're looking at this and you're looking for a particular move, then there are moves across the market, and you can get involved on these lower time frames to go lower or higher, even if we do end up seeing it pull back. But anyways, that's the art of possibilities on oil. Let's go to gold real quick. Coming up on 6 a.m. So we look at gold, and what do we see? Well, again, we see the same thing, just like everything else. Never came up into the supply zone like we were expecting, but it did drop off. And so what I was talking about here on a lower time frame was, okay, well, we have this NB, and you can even say intermediate price structure or candlestick structure is actually creating higher highs and higher lows in here, and then it breaks those higher highs and higher lows, right? And then you're like, okay, well, it broke, so we have an NB1 or in here somewhere, right? You could say, okay, well, this is NB1, right? And then you get all the way down here, then you say this is, and this is the tough part. You start to see it pull back, but let's go ahead. I believe what I was talking about was on the 15-second. Yeah, so this little pullback right here. So we have very little guy here. Uh-oh, no, that's a pretty bad square. All right, talking about right in there, right? But I mean, again, risk entry, not an optimal setup, not a grade A setup by any means. But again, there still are some entries in there, and they're a bit riskier. But that's where time in the market, pattern recognition over time. You've seen this over and over and over again, and you're comfortable taking trades like that. All right. So it looks like this recording was a success. I hope you learned something. Remember, you got anything to say or you got any questions, hit the comment section, hit that like button, hit the subscribe for more videos like this and my daily ideas. Check those videos out as well. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.